like I was saying before, if you look back here, we've been here before. October, when we were back, we made all-time new highs, right? And we just kept going up. Like, man, is it gonna stop? Is it gonna stop? Right? If we look at the front month, if we look at the continuous contract, right? Get a different look at it, right? Different look at it here. Right, here we go. This is back there in October. See this right here. All right. When we just kept going up, if we turn the B adjust on, you can see that we did clear that high based off the B adjust. But we've been here before. At all-time highs, what do we say? You don't step in front of a train. You just let it keep going. Because last time we made all-time new highs, right? We made all-time new highs here, right? We just kind of grind up, right? And then before we how many days did we go before price started pulling back? Made this the all-time high, right? And we hit it that day there, right? So it went up for a week before pulling back, right? It went up for another week before giving us any type of pullback. Slow trek up, right? Slow grind up that time. And then when we cleared all-time highs here, right? We clear all-time highs here, right? Okay, there we go. We went up for another week, right? Because that says 4 trading days, 6 calendar days. That was over the span of another week. Continue to just go up. And everybody and their mama probably trying to short, trying to stop that, right? We don't try to step in front of that freight train, right? We don't try to step in front of that freight train, right? We just trade what we see. Okay. Now let's go ahead and jump over here and look at our daily chart. Sorry, y'all. I see, like I said, we did not get that TGIF. That was the TGIF. That was a 20% level. That was a 30% level. We got a large gap up. Large gap down last night and started trading toward it, right? But what did we run into? Y'all can hardly see them wicks. Try to get to where y'all can see the wicks. It looked like y'all can see the wicks there. Yeah, cause when I be moving the chart, sometime it like the wicks be disappearing. All right, so as we trade it down, we can see here, right? There's a wick over there, and if we check out that wick, let's check that wick out. We came down just below the upper quadrant of that wick, right? That line right there is the upper quadrant of that wick. I have that set on 8ths right now. If we put it into the 4th grade, right? If we put it into the 4th grade quadrants, see right there, it's the upper quadrant. Oh my God, y'all can't see the wicks. Okay, right there, we can see that there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it like this right here. I'm gonna get this line, put it at that low there. Right, so now that line there, in case the wicks are disappearing, that line here is from the low of today's wick, and I stretched it over to Thursday's wick in case the wicks keep disappearing, right? And as you can see, today we traded down just below the upper quadrant of Thursday's wick, right? What is Thursday's wick in relations to price when we opened up today at 6 p.m.? Well, not today, but for Monday's trading. What is this? This right here. Oh, no, that's not my phone. I kept hearing since I thought I heard my phone vibrating, but it's right. That's not my phone. I don't know what it is. I'm here. All right. This is a discount. This is a discount PU rate. This is a premium wick, but it's a discount PD rate in relations to price, right? What does Michael teach us? Your best long opportunities are going to come where? Who remember, right? Who remember where your best long opportunities are, what some of your best long opportunities going to come from, right? Where are we going to find them? Remember I said it sounds contradictory when you say it. Now talk to me now. It sounds contradictory when you say it.
And the premium of the discount.
Premium of a discount what?
Discount PD rate.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
Y'all give it up for Deborah. And that sound like JT. I think it was JT. Deborah and JT on the tag team with the hard hitting answers. If it wasn't JT, JT got the credit. So when price is bullish, right? Some of your best long opportunities are going to present themselves in the premium of a old discount PD rate. And so our discount PD rate in this case is this wick right here, right? If I come here, in case the wick is disappearing, right? We have highlighted, right, the area in which that wick, from the high of the wick to the low of the wick, we have that now highlighted, right? And not only do we have it highlighted, we now, hold on, let's do this right here. Cheese and rice. 96. Trying to get it so that, okay, boom, there we go. So, right, in case the wicks are disappearing and you can't see it. Now again, this horizontal line, the black horizontal line, that's showing us where the low of today's wick went to. That's how far down today's wick traded down to, in case those wicks are disappearing on you. And then now this green highlighted area here, right, that's the range of Thursday's wicks from the high to the low, right? And then we have it graded, and like we said, it came down to the upper quadrant of that wick. Okay, so with that being, let's do this right here. This is what I'm gonna do. More than one way to skin a cat. We'll just draw the wick in. How about that? Since the wicks keep disappearing, draw the wick in. Yeah, hear me. Right, so the wick, we came down today, we traded down into the upper quadrant of a old discount PD array, right? That wick right there. What happened when we got down to that? Oh, we was talking about defending. Talk about the best loans come in the upper half of it, in the premium of that thing. So when you look from the highest high to the lowest low of this discount PD array, right? This right here is consequent encroachment. Above that consequent encroachment is the premium, and below it is the discount, right? We traded down into the premium of that old discount PD rate, Then price went up, made a high. Okay. Beautiful buying opportunity in the premium of a discount PD rate. Right. I know, like I said, it sounds contradictory because we always say we want to buy in a discount and sell in a premium, but then I turn around and say, hey, Michael teaches that your best buying opportunities are going to come in the premium of old PD rates, right? Okay, now let's make it make sense in the terms of our PEMDAS chart. Okay, when you look at our PEMDAS chart, all right, when you're this is equilibrium, right? Below equilibrium is your discount, above equilibrium is your premium, right? This is in terms of your dealing range. All right, this is in terms of your dealing range. So when you start trading down and you come below equilibrium, this is the order in which price is looking for PD rates to trade off of, right? And what do you notice at the bottom of the discount area and at the top of the premium area? What looks like he belongs there, but something is weird about it? Huh? Can anybody tell me what's down here that doesn't quite make sense? And what's up here that don't quite, that don't quite make sense? Can anybody see it? Right? We're going all the way to the top, but we're saying that we're looking for something to sell off of that doesn't quite make sense. Then we're going all the way to the bottom and we're looking for something to sell off of that don't quite make sense.
The old
buy off
at the bottom and the old low at the top.
Yes. We're coming all the way to the bottom and we're saying we're trying to buy off of an old high. Wait a minute. If I'm going to the bottom, how am I trading off of an old high? And if I'm going to the top, how am I trading off of an old low? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. All right. If we look here, all right. If we look here, and let's just say we closed there and we opened here, right? So as soon as we gap open, right, this is the lowest point and this is the highest point of our range because we just opened up. That's the highest point. This is the lowest point of the range that we're now looking at, right? Because we gapped up with a large gap down. So at this point, right? At this point, price is all the way at the bottom of the range, right? And if we continue down out the bottom of this range right here, what do we run into? An old high. I'm looking to buy off of an old high. It's a buying opportunity to buy off of an old high. So if price is bullish and I'm above a level, it could be a PD array. It could be a balanced price range. If I'm above it and price is bullish, what do I want to see? I want to see price just dip its little toe in there. Just dip its toe in there. And I don't want to see it dig and like wait. I want to see it not even make it to 50%. I don't want to see it make it to consequent encroachment. I don't want to see it make it to mean threshold. I don't want to see it make it to equilibrium. I don't want to see it make it to event horizon. I don't want to see it make it to the halfway point. I don't want to see it. I want to see it come in, just dip its toe in, and just at the most hit that upper quadrant and get on back up out of there. So that means I will be coming into a old high, which is attached to this wick. And I'm digging into that area up into like the upper quadrant, preferably just dipping my toe in. And then I'm buying off of that. That means I'm buying in the premium of an old PDA rate. Right? Don't get it confused with thinking I'm buying in the premium of my range. I'm buying in the premium of an old PDA rate that's resting down here in at a ultra discount of my dealing range.
Let him cook! I said let him cook!
Whoo! Y'all do me a favor, man. Hit a like for the algorithm and subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed, man. Hopefully that ain't confused nobody. Hopefully we got it.